Picking your first loctician is the most important thing you would do when it comes to getting locks, because this is the foundation of the house you are building. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Damie. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you things you should look out for before picking your loctician. Well, I've been locked since November last year, and from November till now, which is June 2022, I have had 3 locticians. Today I'm sharing with you some of the mistakes that I made, some of the things I should have looked out for when picking my loctician, and I really hope that this video helps somebody. So the idea of this is, I just woke up this morning and I was like, I've been locked for a while. I have a few things to share, even though I would still say to myself that, oh, I'm a starter lock person. I bought this to call yourself. We just started, but I still have some things to share. So without further ado, let's get started. Things you should look out for before picking your loctician. Let's go. The first thing you want to do is you want to see hairs of people that they've done. You want to be sure that they know exactly what they are doing. I made this mistake. The person that locked my hair, I hadn't met him before. I hadn't seen what he has done. I went with him because somebody recommended him. And this kind of leads me to my second point, which is only take advice in terms of locks from somebody that has locks or that has had lock in the past. So the person that recommended the first loctician to me, she didn't have locks. In fact, she didn't have any hair. She was on low cuts, but she was swearing by this person. It was like, this guy is the best, in the market. If you go to Lagbaja market, just mention this person, they will bring him out for you. He's so good. Like, she kept on going about how great he was at doing locks, and I took her advice. Hey, let me tell you something. Picking your first loctician is the most important thing you would do when it comes to getting locks, because this is the foundation of the house you are building. If the foundation is bad, then there's nothing any loctician can do. Let this loctician be the best in the world. If the foundation is bad, then there's nothing the person can do. So the first thing you want to look out for is look at what they have done. See hairs of people that are locked that they have done, either maybe they started from the beginning, or not even they are maintaining locks that they've started from the beginning. So I made this mistake. The person that I started my locks with, I hadn't seen his work, and when he just came, he didn't even ask me any questions. He didn't say, oh, what size of locks are you going for, you know, what method do you want interlocking, do you want twist? He didn't say none of that. He just took cotton comb, bam, 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 started locking my hair, and it was a problem. The only thing I know that we discussed was the price, but like, the hair was bad. I had to loosen the old locks, and I'm going to get to that in a different video, or in this video, I don't know. I said my second tip, only take advice from people that are locked or have been locked in the past, because only they are the ones that can relate with what you are trying to achieve or what you are talking about. Like, when you take, like, I took advice from somebody that was on low cuts. She had never been locked. She didn't even know jack about locks. She just knew that the guy said he could do locks, so people had recommended him. But he was just doing rubbish. What he did was rubbish. The pattern was too big. I remember when I went to lock my hair, I'd seen my auntie's hair. She had been locked for years. I was like, oh my god, this is my final cue to get my locks in. And when I showed her my hair, she was like, okay, maybe because she does twist and this is interlocking, but she wasn't too keen on it. I should have suspected, but I guess that she wanted to see how it would form or how it would go. But the thing did not form anywhere. The thing did not go anywhere. It was dead on arrival. The third thing that I would say you should look out for is, what kind of locks do they specialize in? Are they really good with sister locks? Are they really good with like interlocking? Are they good with twist? Are they good with big locks? Like, what kind of locks do they do generally, or what style of locks do they do? So if you're somebody that you want to do sister locks, then, like, for instance, the first loctician that I went to wouldn't work for you, right? So you want to look at what they do, what kind of locks they do. Have a conversation. I didn't have a conversation with my first loctician, which was really, really bad. I wasn't looking for sister locks. My hair is very, very thick, very stubborn. In fact, it was my hairdresser, the woman that used to make my cornrows, my adimole, my braids and everything, was the one that recommended that I locked my hair, and she was not even doing locks. So it was a situation of, as mommy, I'm tired of doing your hair. Come and be carrying this hair to somebody that can handle it, right? If I had had a conversation with my loctician before I started, at least we would have reached a ground and understood each other better, but we didn't do that. So have an idea of what they do. I remember when I went online and I researched, a lot of people abroad, like, they do twists. When you go on TikTok, you see a lot of people doing like the comb twist, but like in Nigeria here, people are very, very good, or more familiar, or they're very versatile with interlocking method. because interlocking is more permanent, and you know we Nigerians, we don't like stress at all. If it's going to be something that I cannot, you know, with the twist one, they'll tell you wait a couple of days before you pour water on your head. Guy, nobody has time for that in Nigeria. So a lot of locticians are just go with interlocking because it's quick, it's easy. So you want to have a conversation. What kind of locks do you do? Do you do interlocking? Is it twist? So that I know if it fits what I'm looking for. Now the next thing you want to look out for is proximity. How close are they to you? So my first loctician is nowhere close to me, right? I have to take a bus. It's like a journey to go and meet him. And this is something you want to consider. Although you will not be locking your hair every week, you will not be relocking your hair or retwisting your hair every week. However, you want to make sure that whenever you want to relock your hair or you want to retwist your hair, they are close to you. So my current loctician is like 3 streets from mine. I didn't even know she was doing locks. Well, that's why it's also important to talk to people around you. I didn't know she did locks. I didn't even know because she's an hairdresser, but apparently she does locks and she's very, very good with it. So I'll come to, you know, how I picked my current loctician later on. So you want to look at proximity. How close are they to you? If your loctician is too far, like if I saw a lady on YouTube that was saying she has to travel like 2 hours to a loctician. I don't have that kind of commitment level. Even though, because the reason why we are locked, one of the reasons why locks of course is good is because it's affordable. So if it's affordable and it's low maintenance, why would I now spend all that money that I'm supposed to be saving on the affordability on transport? Do you understand? And then to relock your hair or to retwist your hair, it takes a long time as well. So you can be spending a whole day commuting and locking your hair. I advise that for somebody really close to you, it would help you a lot, so that whenever you are feeling like you want a loctician to style your hair, you can easily go to this person to style your hair. So proximity, very, very important. After talking about styling your hair, the other thing is, can they style hair? My first loctician locked my hair, put some concussion on it and left it for me like that, and I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to do with it? However, the current loctician finished relocking my hair and put it in a style. So you want to also look at it, that can this person style? I've had 3 locticians. The second one is just like the first one, didn't know jack shit about locks. Or I won't say they didn't know. I'll say that their experience is more with male locks, because what I had on my hair looked like something that a guy would carry. Very chunky. I don't really have a lot of pictures because my phone spoiled, but it was chunky. It just didn't look so nice. It was not feminine, and I was going for like a feminine lock style. You know, I wanted to look feminine. I didn't want like Johnny Drew locks. No, I wanted feminine locks, something like Asha's locks. So you want to look at it, can they style your hair after doing your locks? Obviously, can they style your locks? Can they put it in a bun? Can they do barrel twists? Can they do basic and even versatile styles? Because you know, some days you have special occasions and you want a special style. You want your lock in a special style. So can they do that for you? Their level of expertise, can they give you professional advice? And this professional advice would come from like years of experience and experience doing different people's locks. So like when I went to my current loctician, I took my hair the way it was to her, and what I wanted at the time was to attach extensions because I couldn't style the hair. It was really, really bad. And she looked at me and she was like, and I told her, I said, look at my hair, if you think that I cannot carry this thing for the next 2-3 years, let me know now. I don't mind taking it down. I don't mind spending, you know, more money right now, but like to now continue managing what I have on my head and carry it for the next 5 years only to have to take it down, cut it completely, would really hurt. So you know, she sat me down and then we had a conversation. She advised me, you know, we talked extensively, so I knew that this person knew what she was talking about. And interestingly, while I sat at a shop, I kid you not, like 10 different people. One would think maybe she made a phone call like, oh yeah, all of you that have locked your hair, come through. No, different people, 10 different people with different lock lengths. Some people had it to their shoulders, some had really short, different types of people, relaxed, natural. They had come with their locks, married women, single women. And I was like, okay, this woman definitely knows what she's talking about. And like a big sister in the area who is relaxed as well, I saw her hair and she had locked her hair. I was like, okay, this woman. So do they have that professionalism? Are they experienced? Are they skilled? It's very, very important. These two locticians that I had used prior, I didn't see anybody there's only one person that I saw with my second loctician that I saw that he did her hair, but I didn't even like her hair. I I don't even know why I don't even know. Maybe because the pattern looked nice, that's why I decided to go for him. But like overall, I didn't like my first two locticians. Nonsense. That's what I'm going to say. For me, social following is not a key factor, but if that's something you're into, then you want to look into social following, because social following would also provide proof. I personally find that most of the best hairstylists are not on Instagram. And this, I don't know, you're going to be like, see, the ones on Instagram, they are great, but they're really, really expensive. You see the local ones, the ones that have trained, like those people that do braids in Badagry, they are not on Instagram, but they are really, really good and they'll do your hair really, really well. If you're someone that you're very keen on like social following, you want to see how they're doing on social media, maybe Instagram, and if you want to use that for like social proof, then that's fine. But for me, it's not like a determining factor in picking my loctician. Not now, not tomorrow, but it's something you can look into to see some of the works that they've done. Like I said, with my current loctician, I saw people come in, I touched their hair, I was close to them. But you can definitely use social media following, social media proof as a way to determine if you would use this loctician or not. Now, the next thing, which is also very, very important, is the cost. Locking your hair initially is not cheap in any way or form. It's expensive to lock your hair the first time. Continuous relocking or retwisting is where it gets more affordable. So like for me, my first loctician, I think he collected 15,000 thereabouts. This price varies for people. I currently have lock extensions in, I just want to mention, and I intend to take them out like next week so I can like see my hair properly and see the length of my hair. For cost, you want to look out for like what's the initial cost and what is the running cost. It's very, very important. How much will you be paying every other time when you want to relock your hair? You don't want to spend so much money now and then when it's time to relock, they're telling you like 10k or like, you understand. So with social following as well, I mentioned that earlier and I want to relate this with costs. Initially, I was looking at Instagram. I was like, okay, I need a loctician on Instagram. The prices on Instagram. Spoken with somebody on Instagram who had told me like around 150,000 to lock my hair, and I was like, oh, she after this 150, she the hair will be locking as it's growing. But like I still had to do like maintenance. I think it was like 20k every month. I was like, oh my, I can't conveniently afford this. So probably going to say, oh, that's why you had to use 3 locticians. Let me tell you something. The 3 locticians that I've used, I didn't even pay up to quarter. I've not even paid up to half of what I would have paid the first time, right? And this is the thing, from trial and error. You learn on the way. I'm not saying you should do trial and error. However, initial cost is there, but now to relock my hair every other month is about 2,000 naira. So it's cheap for me. Honestly, it's cheap for me because I don't have to like buy extensions. I don't have to, and it's this every month. Sometimes you can go 2-3 months without locking your hair, without relocking your hair or retwisting your hair, and you still be fine, you still be good. And another thing I want to mention with we ladies is that we usually think that because he's a guy, he can do it better. I don't feel this way, but the second loctician that I used, the woman that recommended him to me was like, because he's a guy, he's so careful, he's so this, he's so that, he's so nonsense, he did rubbish on my head. And I'm that kind of person that I don't know how to tell you that what you have done for me is bad. That's the kind of person I am. I don't know what to call it, but like instead of me to like complain, I'll say okay, thank you, and then go home and go and maybe wail about it. But like I should have complained initially. I remember when my second loctician had done my hair and it was really painful because it was interlocking. It was really, really painful. I couldn't sleep, and I called him on the phone like, guy, this thing that you did is paining me. What am I going to do? He told me to use ibuprofen. I don't know the name of the drug. Ibuprofen, I think it's ibuprofen or ibuprofen. I'm not too familiar with it. The only painkillers I use is paracetamol, because I mean, why would I be using ibuprofen when it's not like something's doing me? Is what is doing me is not so serious. So I use paracetamol only. I don't even use Panadol. So it was like I should use ibuprofen, it will go down. I was like, because you relock my hair. Lie, I'm not using. And it took a while for the hair to, I don't know the English. It took a while for the hair to relieve me. Yeah, it took a while for the hair to relieve me. It took like a few days, like 4 days. But those 4 days were literally hell. I kid you not, hell. And I went to the woman that recommended my second loctician to me. I told her, this person recommended to me, the hair he did for me is paining me. And he's saying that I should use ibuprofen. She was like, that is normal. That whenever he does that hair, she even used to tell him to buy the ibuprofen and become in a bit ibuprofen. I don't know the name of the drug. Shall I brew something? I was like, nah, I don't want this is not the life I signed up for. So I decided there and then that I'm not using this loctician again. I did not sign up for this hustle. So that's something you want to look out for. Talk extensively with your loctician. My current loctician, she's amazing, like amazing. I cannot explain how amazing she is. She was the one that added the lock extensions, and I'd already bought these lock extensions from her because I wanted to add it to the rubbish hair that they did to me for me, but she advised me to just take it out, which she did, and then she started from the beginning. So technically I'm not locked for 6 months, but I mean I've been locked for 6 months as well. So those are some of the things that I would say look out for when you're picking your first loctician, or when you're picking your loctician in general. Those are the things from my experience. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe down below. I'm going to be filming another video now, which will be the next video on some of the benefits, the pros of having locks, and why I think that literally everybody that can should have locks, because it's like one of the most amazing things that most amazing decisions that I've actually made in a really long time. So thanks so much for watching this video. My name is Damie. Subscribe down below for good vibes. If you have any comments, if you are locked or you've had some similar experience with locticians, drop me a comment down below. I would like to hear from your story as well. Maybe I'll do like a story time on my own loctician wahala. But for now, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you. See you guys in my next video. I intend to bring you more lock content, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.